Hey, this is Wayne with Tri-County Locksmith Service, and today we're going to be installing the ASA high security deadbolt system here. This lock is a little more tricky than the average deadbolt to install. There's a few things that are much more precise about this lock and require a little bit of knowledge before you go ahead and try and install this. So when you get your lock here, if you order it through me, I already have it set up. I have the tailpiece installed, and I already have the pins set up and the sidebar set up, so it's already got keys and ready to go. If you just order it offline or from a supply place, it's most likely not going to come with any keys or pins or any of the security features inside. It's specifically to be individually set up for an individual person. That's why I offer the service to set them up. But I just wanted to show how to replace that. We're going to be replacing this Schlage residential lock right here. And a few things that you're going to need to know. You're going to need to know two specific measurements. One is what's called the backset. The backset is how far the center or the keyhole is, or the center of this hole is, from the edge of the door. Now there's only two options it can be if it's been installed properly, and that's going to be 2 1/2 3/8, which is right here, and this is going to be your more common residential one. That's what's going to line up with that keyhole the best. So that's how we're going to know that's what our backset is, 2 3/8 of an inch. If this was a commercial door, or if it was drilled out for commercial reasons for some reason, and it had a 2 3/4 backset, that keyhole would line up with the 2 3/4 notch right here. So just to make sure that we get that right there, when you're measuring your backset, we want to be 2 1/2 3/8 for residential, or 2 1/2 3/4 right here. So just make sure that you know that number. That's going to be a super important measurement, because these latches are not universal. The ones you get in the hardware store, the deadbolts you get in the hardware store, are going to be universal. You can slide them back and forth. These are not, and you cannot make one work on the wrong size backset. It just won't work. So super important measurement that you need. And the other measurement that you're going to need is the thickness of your door right here. Okay, so we have an 1 3/4 door, and this would be common for an entry door is going to be 2 3/4 right there. Now the other one would be 2 3/8, which would be, or I'm sorry, 1 3/4, 1 3/4 of an inch right here. The other one would be 1 2 3/8 if it was this, and this would be more like an interior door. So you want to make sure you know the door thickness and the door's backset for the lock, because those things are going to be super ultra specific. If it's not ordered properly, it will not operate properly. So once you have that determined for what you're going to need, what you want to do is set this lock up like so. And I'm going to have to get my tool belt, and I will be right back.